Welcome to the Explainer. That is literally your real-world cheat code for leveling up your financial health when buying your very first car. Look, I know a lot of you students out there are grinding hard right now. You're building your foundation and you're dreaming about getting that first ride. You're probably picturing yourself blasting NBA YoungBoy, cruising down the street, and honestly, it feels like a massive milestone. But here's the truth. Buying a car can either be your absolute greatest real-world upgrade, or it can be a massive trap that completely crashes your financial house. Today, we're going to make sure it's an upgrade.
So, let's contrast the urge to flex a flashy impulse buy on Instagram or TikTok with making a meticulously planned upgrade. You basically have two paths in front of you. On the left, the high-stress impulse buy. That's the shiny new car that looks incredible on your feed, but is secretly draining every single dollar you make. And on the right, the planned upgrade, a reliable, super smart purchase that gets you everywhere you need to go while keeping your financial peace completely intact.
Okay, let's dive into our mission select screen for today. We are going to beat 5 levels: the flashy flex trap, defeating the depreciation monster, the hidden budget iceberg, hiring a trusted mechanic, and finally, the 20-410 cheat code.
Starting right off with level 1, the flashy flex trap. Look, it's incredibly tempting to want that brand new car right off the lot, right? It feels like you've just spawned a customized supercar in GTA. But the financial system is totally rigged against making that exact move.
Which brings us right to level 2, defeating the depreciation monster. Boom, a 20% drop in value happens the exact moment your tires hit the street outside the dealership. I want you to really think about that for a second. You could have literally just driven to the Wendy's across the street to get a burger, and a fifth of your money is already vanished into thin air. By the end of the first year, it can lose up to 30%. And in just 5 years, no joke, that car is usually worth less than half of what you actually paid for it.
So the absolutely crucial point here is understanding depreciation. It's basically a financial monster that eats your wealth just so you can say you're the very first person to turn the key. A car is generally an asset that loses value over time. It is definitely not an investment that grows. Paying a massive premium just to flex that you're the first owner is a total wealth killer for young adults.
Now contrast this with the smart value play. Think of this as a real-world money glitch, buying a reliable 3 to 5-year-old used car. Why? Because you let the previous owner take the massive L on that depreciation hit. You still get a car that runs beautifully, has tons of modern safety features, and looks great, but you get the whole thing for a fraction of the price. You keep the cash in your pocket instead of feeding the monster.
All right, leveling up to level 3, the hidden budget iceberg.
When you buy a car, the sticker price, the MSRP, is really just the tip of a massive financial iceberg. So many people, especially when they are buying their very first car, fall for this exact logic. You look at your bank account and think, hey, I've got $250 left in my discretionary budget every month, so I can definitely afford a $250 car loan payment. If you do this, you are falling into a highly dangerous trap. That loan payment is absolutely not your only expense. There are hidden, mandatory costs that will sink your budget out of nowhere. First up, car insurance. You legally cannot drive without it. And because younger drivers have way less experience on the road, insurance companies charge sky-high premiums. For a student, insurance can sometimes cost as much as the loan itself. Then you have gas, which completely depends on global prices and your car's fuel efficiency. Next is routine maintenance. We're talking oil changes, new tires, fixing unexpected repairs. And you definitely can't forget the government taxes, annual registration, and title fees just to keep a legal license plate on your bumper.
Moving smoothly to level 4, hiring a trusted mechanic.
Since you are smartly avoiding the new car trap in buying a used car, consider this step your armor upgrade before fighting the final boss. I want you to think of yourself as the CEO of You Incorporated. You have to treat your personal finances like a real business. Making this executive boss move, paying a professional to actually look under the hood, ensures you don't accidentally buy a car with a broken transmission that's going to cost you thousands of dollars down the road.
In the industry, this is called a pre-purchase inspection, or a PPI. It is a comprehensive safety and mechanical assessment done by an independent, third-party mechanic before you sign any paperwork. Yeah, it might cost you a little bit of money up front, but this is your ultimate shield against the risk of hidden maintenance nightmares.
And now we reach level 5, the 2410 cheat code.
This is it, the ultimate blueprint to winning the game of auto financing. Now, if you haven't saved up enough to buy a reliable car entirely in cash, you're going to need an auto loan.
But before I give you the code to do that safely, you absolutely must know what you are trying to avoid. You have to avoid being underwater. Some people call it being upside down on your loan. This is a terrible financial situation where the remaining balance on your loan is actually higher than the cash value of the vehicle. Meaning, if you total the car or try to sell it, you'd still owe the bank money straight out of your own pocket. No way do we want that.
So to stop that from ever happening, here is the strict 24-10 rule recommended by financial experts. Step 1. Put at least 20% down in cash. This is an upfront payment that creates an immediate shield against that depreciation monster we talked about. Step 2. Never ever stretch the loan past 4 years, which is 48 months. Listen, dealerships will try to trick you with 7 or 8-year loans just to make the monthly payment look smaller, but you end up paying thousands extra in interest. Don't fall for it. Step 3. Cap your total car costs at 10% of your total monthly take-home pay.
And remember, that 10% limit in Step 3, it isn't just for the loan payment. It is an all-inclusive survival kit, the whole shebang. That 10% has to cover your loan payment, plus your monthly insurance premium, plus your gas, plus a buffer for routine maintenance.
Let's run a real-world scenario so you can see exactly how this looks. Imagine you're a young professional and your net take-home pay, the actual money that hits your bank account after taxes, is $4,000 a month. Based on the 10% rule, your maximum budget for all car expenses combined is exactly $400. That leaves 90% of your income, or $3,600, totally safe and sound for your rent, food, savings, and investments.
So how do we fit a car into that $400 limit? Well, let's say you find a really great used car and the auto loan comes out to $220 a month. Because you are a younger driver, your car insurance premium is $110 a month. You estimate your gas and routine maintenance to be about $70 a month. Add those up, 220 plus 110 plus 70 equals exactly $400. This means this car fits perfectly and safely inside your 10% threshold. You can afford this ride without crashing your budget.
As you level up and prep to buy your very first set of wheels, remember the strategy here. Avoid the flashy flex trap, defeat the depreciation monster, respect the hidden iceberg of costs, get that pre-purchase inspection, and stick strictly to the 24-10 rule. Use these cheat codes, secure your bag, and protect your future wealth. But ask yourself this before you close this explainer. 10 years from now, will your first car be the reason you built a financial empire or the reason you're still living paycheck to paycheck? Choose your upgrade wisely.